Yo exótico te pone cachondo?
My name's Armando. I live down at the Dallas ICE Detention Center. Is it okay if I read off my phone? I'm not used to this. Okay. Okay. So I'll start like this. America's really let me down. I traveled months through the Darien Gap while sponsored by Ozempic, high on fentanyl to propel my 400-pound body. Charleston White and Ada Ross even prayed for me on one of their live streams, actually, which is actually huge. So because of them, I was brought to the light. As a proud illegal American, I even defecated on Nancy Pelosi's driveway, and now these ICE raids under Trump have been a disaster for not only my people, but my community as well. Families torn apart, innocent people taken, good, hardworking folks deported overnight in America, okay? I stand here, okay, in front of you to tell you these good working folks not only being deported overnight, but somehow, yeah, I stand here clearly as an illegal, as Diego Alejandro Fernandez stands in the actual detention center, okay? I'm here. Now, not only was he selling fentanyl out of his elote cart, but because I'm so white and so overweight, immigration doesn't even look at me. I have to say, white privilege, I'm a victim of it because of it. Now, what I gotta say is this: I don't understand how ICE has deported half my neighborhood, but my tia Carmen Gonzalez from apartment 3B in Flower Mound Rosario apartment complex is still roaming free, terrorizing my self-esteem like it's her full-time job. I called that ICE anonymous tip hotline the second Trump became inaugurated, and ICE did nothing. As an illegal in this country, the only option I'm given for work is either construction or field work, and let's be real, with this physique, I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm really starting to wonder if that $750 bonus per person is even true or not. Tia Carmen, though, every time I walk into her house, she's like, "Mijo, eres tan bonito." That literally means, "Son, you're so handsome." But then she says, "But you used to be cute. How come no girlfriend?" Like, lady, you're 4'11", shaped like a burrito, and you use mayonnaise as a moisturizer. She'd be roasting me in front of the whole family like she's doing a Netflix special and asking, when am I going to get married? Why still live in that little apartment? You've gotten so fat. You can even eat cereal out of your belly button. She knows I'm insecure about my body. But how would you feel if your belly button hung so low it hovers over you where your urethra once was? I submitted her into ICE 3 times, and nothing's even happened. I even photoshopped pictures paid by a Chinaman and added it to a fake Facebook group called MAGA Against Illegals and all Julias, Jose, and Antonios. I even tattooed or even photoshopped MS-13 on her knuckles. Nothing. Even went as far as seducing 7 ICE agents on Tinder and invited her to a surprise freak-off and potential arrest. Nothing. If you need help, I got her location.
Mr. Rodriguez, your time is up. Thank you.
Oh, what a shame. I thought this was America. That's sad.
All right. You had your 3 minutes. The next person is Kyle Cooper.
My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself, why would I make time for you lames? At all costs, cause I'm a boss. But break them off, yeah, gotta break them off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Prime Time with Alex Stein. I'm your host, Alejandro Stein, and we have a very special evening planned for you. We have the one, the only, Stuttering Craig Skistamish from the Side Scrollers Podcast!
Good to see everybody. Hello, hello.
But Craig, I had to do this to you because I know you have a big podcast. You have a lot of viewers, but really you were the second. You were the hors d'oeuvres before our main entree. And you knew who that entree was? Joe Exotic's sexual boyfriend, husband, Pride Month celebrator, anal sex recipient, Jorge.
Or was it the other way around?
Do you think Joe Exotic would be a bottom?
I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it, but we did see the guy beforehand, and I got to be honest, it would be pretty funny to see him giving it to Joe Exotic.
And that would be funny. And we lost Jorge because I was just trying to mess with the translator, and I put, does Joe Exotic make you horny in the thing, and I think he dropped out. So, Jimmy, did we lose him 100%? That's a...
Uh-oh.
Jorge! Please, Jorge, join the show. I'm Joe Exotic's biggest advocate, though. Please join the show, Jorge.
Why are you guys asking him obscene questions? That's not what he's looking for. He's looking to talk about his pardon, Joe's pardon, his health, and his deportation. Why are you guys making him count to 10?
What do you mean? Right, so we can do a sound check so that we know that his mouth and words are the same thing, because sometimes there's a delay with the audio. That's why we're trying to do that. And we ask Joe Exotic questions like this. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm a huge Joe Exotic supporter. I've talked to Laura Trump. I've talked to Donald Trump. I've literally talked to people in the Trump administration trying to get him a pardon. So I'm a very friendly person to Jorge and to Joe. So I was trying to do that before the show started. I was trying to make a joke. I didn't realize you guys could hear the joke that I made.
Yes. What media are you with? What outlet?
Blaze Media, primetime Alex Stein. I'm out here. We're live on the air right now, sir. I'm not exaggerating. I'm telling you the God's honest truth. We're live. There's thousands of people watching this. I would like to interview Jorge if he would want to join the show so we can help get him either undeported or get Joe a pardon. And if you're interested in that, please, can you join the show, sir?
What is the... We need the... Are you live on YouTube right now?
I'm live on YouTube right now. Yes! What did you... Sir, we're in the middle of the show. I understand. I guess you guys don't want to help out Joe. If you don't want to help out Joe, I'll just tell Joe that I tried to get you guys on the show, and you guys didn't want to do it. And because I made a joke before the show even started, and you guys are so sensitive, yet you're married to Joe Exotic, and you're going to act like you're sensitive over a joke that we did not even on the air. So, listen, if you want to come here and be a sensitive baby and not try to help out Joe, then you can go. But if you want to come on the air and we can try to help you and Jorge, then let's join the show and stop wasting our time and our viewers' time. Does that sound good?
No, we're good. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, of course. What is it? Once again.
Hey, I'm glad he got deported. Let me just say
I
that.
am too!
Let me say that.
Bye-bye, Jorge. Good luck trying to come back to America. Your ass is never coming back. Jorge, I'm putting you on a list so long, Schindler would be freaking, he'd be like, whoa, that's a long
USA,
Schindler
USA, USA,
Gulf
USA.
of America, mother trucker, not Gulf of Mexico anymore.
Really upset.
Welcome to the promised land. You're not welcome anymore, actually, so you're not welcome.
Hey, good for you. Good for you there. You let him know what to expect when he comes into the Lion's Den. And the Lion's Den was going to help in this situation, but he pussied out. And
that's the problem, though, Craig, is no good deed goes unpunished. As I'm sitting here trying to do something, trying to help out Joe, and literally I'm the bad guy for trying to invite him to a podcast. And what made me mad is, yes, before we started the podcast, I said, and I put it in through Spanish, you guys can probably hear.
Joe Exótico te pone cachondo.
I put this Joe Exotic make you horny. I mean, that's Austin Powers level comedy.
Like, here's the thing about this, though, is that, like, you are married or boyfriend or whatever to Joe Exotic, right? That's a natural question. Everybody wants to know that question, so why would you go on a show not expecting to answer that question?
I mean, it's just ridiculous. And then on top of that, let's just talk about it for one more minute, and then I want to get into the breaking news.
Crumpled your
Let
run
the viewers
sheet
know
and
that
everything.
was
This is
real.
That was 100% real.
Like, we had
call him
Joe
back.
Exotic's husband
Let's prank him
on.
back. Let's prank. Oh, that was him? Was that a screenshot of him?
Hey, I do want you to point out what was going on that screenshot of Jorge right there. Because
Yeah, show Jorge. Show the screenshot. Look at him.
not only did he dress up for the show, which I fully appreciate, but the background, he had a great set standing in front of a closet right there.
Yeah.
And on the back side of it, you mentioned there is behind his head a sweet Oakley's.
Badass. But that sticker's from 1999. So that, wherever that favela, or what is it called? Favela? Is that where they live in Brazil? He's in the Mexican favela.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Jorge, we were literally going to give you an opportunity. We're going to post these clips, get millions of views, and potentially try to get you a green card. And now you're going to get a big FU card if you try to come to Texas again, Jorge. Seriously.
On the desk, it says big booty Latinas.
I'm out here trying to protect big booty Latinas. He hadn't protected one damn big booty Latina because he's gay. He doesn't even like big booty Latinas. And honestly, good riddance. Oh, we kicked a gay Mexican out of the country. Ooh, I'm going to lose some sleep tonight. False. I'm going to sleep like a damn baby.
Hey, I'm messaging Joe Exotic in the group chat he created with me, you, and Jorge, saying Jorge left. He didn't want to help you out. Sorry, Joe.
Pride Month.
And please,
during Pride Month.
Yeah, and please, in that chat, I don't really want to pull up the private chats, but I'm losing it. Make sure to tell Joe that we're going to give a complimentary interview, and that when I said that, do you make me horny, that wasn't even on the show yet. That was before the show. I was just trying to test out the freaking hardware and software and see if it was integrated. And apparently, it was integrated.
Joe Exotic TV's in the chat, too. I don't think whoever's running that page realized what just happened. Joe Exotic TV, maybe back up a little bit.
Why? What did Joe Exotic TV say? What are they
He's just saying free Joe Exotic. He's being supportive.
We want to free.
We're trying
literally
over
want
here.
to.
All he's trying, this guy over here, he's trying to free Joe Exotic and put him in a better place. And all Jorge wants to do is set back American-Mexican relations. It's ridiculous.
You're exactly right. And Craig, this is why Craig knows this. Craig is a is that right? Blue-blooded American? Yeah, that's right.
Red-blooded American.
What does blue-blooded mean? You're rich?
Yeah, blue-blooded means you're rich.
Well, you grew up in Arlington, Texas, right? That's not
Up and around North Texas, yeah.
Arlington is a nice, Martin High School is a nice high school. Do you not say that where you went to high school?
Well, I didn't go to Martin, so that's good.
Okay, good. Good that you didn't go to Martin. But Arlington is a nice. Oh, I'm just saying, Arlington is where a lot of the theme parks are here in Texas, and a lot of people might not realize Arlington is actually kind of a hidden gem.
In the Dallas/Fort Worth, Arlington is the slash.
That's what I'm saying. It is literally, guys, the slash. It is in between Dallas and Fort Worth, so it is an important city. And that's why this guy's smart, because he's from Arlington. I'm from Dallas. We're from a place where we don't have the beach to distract us. We don't have beautiful blondes and, beach culture. We have concrete and illegal immigrants. So what we do is we get based in reality by growing up here in Texas. And I think that's why you and I, even though we know Jorge is an illegal that probably has a criminal record because he did meet Joe in prison, so he obviously wasn't coming here to America and being a Boy Scout. He was doing some, naughty stuff. But I still respect his right to be a gay man in this country. And I know you do too. So we're out here trying to help out this gay man. And we're the bad guys. So I don't know what to do, Craig.
Well, I appreciate your bravery, first and foremost. Thank you for fighting. And sometimes when you are put in a tough spot, it's great that you fight, and you fought for Jorge.
I fought his handler, and you know what I do when I'm mad? I take a little bit of smelling salts. Oh, it's strong. You ever hit this? Y'all don't do this on side scrollers, do y'all?
Oh, I don't know what the fuck's happening right now.
You know what's happening.
Oh, wow. Oh,
my. Wow. When I'm stressed, I feel way better about Jorge. Bye-bye, Jorge. You're never coming to America ever again. And if you do, I will find you. And I will personally deport your Mexican pizza-eating ass out of this country. Ah!
Hey, Alex, 1 second. Joe Exotic said he's trying to get Jorge back on.
Okay, that would be good. We apologize for everything we said previously, Jorge, and if you're willing to come back on the show, I will give you a professional courtesy that you deserve.
Do you think that...
Are you trying to hit this or no?
What is it?
It's smelling salts. Just take a little whiff. Joe Rogan does them. Feels good, doesn't it?
Wow. It's like, wow.
It feels good, doesn't it?
I've never done that before.
No, you haven't. You have now. You owe me $25.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. First time's always free on the blimp.
I don't even know what that is.
Neither do I. That's why I do it. I have no idea what it is. I know it makes me feel good.
$20 super chat.
$20 super chat.
Bye-bye, Jorge.
Oh, bye, Jorge. No, he doesn't have 20 pesos. Bye, Jorge. Oh, bye-bye, Jorge. We agree with that super chat. But at the same time, we do want to bring Jorge back. Okay, let's get into the show. Can we start the show finally? I mean, if Jorge's not going to come back, should we start the show?
Yeah, let's just start it.
All right, breaking news. Our parents are getting a divorce. Elon Musk, Donald Trump are breaking up during the gayest month of the year, Pride Month. And I'm sad, even though I knew Elon was a liar this whole time because his rockets aren't going to space because Elon's full of crap and he's not going to Mars anytime soon. So I'm Team Trump. Where do you fall in this battle?
I thought it's very progressive of you, first and foremost, to let you know that our parents are separating here during Pride Month.
Your parents are getting a divorce, so I'm
tough.
sorry to break the news to you, son.
This is really interesting. I know a lot of people are one side or the other. I think the most fascinating thing to all this is obviously how people respond to this. People 3 months ago loved Elon, and then they firebombed his cars. So do they love Elon again?
Craig, that's a good point, because now is the Tesla a cool thing? Because they were just literally pooping on these Teslas like 2 months ago.
Do you think that they're going to go back to the places where they firebombed them and try to put the Teslas back together?
That would be a good idea. Jimmy, start that. That needs to be our next bit, is we go and we repair Tesla dealerships that we destroyed.
That sounds like fun.
That sounds like a good bit, right? We go back. I like that's Craig's idea, so we got to have Craig in the sketch. But now these people are going to go back to the dealerships that they tried to burn down, and now they're going to go there and fix it. I like the idea. It's like Kyle Rittenhouse, but kind of in reverse.
You know, that's not the analogy that I was going with, but if you want to go with it, that's awesome. I think that's a really interesting idea, yeah.
This guy, Elon Musk.
You must really not like him right now, crumpling up a sheet of paper with him.
No, I don't like him. I mean, the way he did our girl, Ashley St. Clair, friend of the show, He just busted a nut in her.
He literally did her, right?
Literally busted in her and just had a baby, and now they're fighting. I mean, come on, guys.
A little class, guys. A little bit of class back here.
A little bit of class on the
All
show.
right,
This
come
is a
on.
children's show. So this guy's he's busting a bunch of nuts in random Twitter girls. And what came out was, who's the Chinese one that's so hot?
Tiffany Fong.
She's not as hot as my girlfriend, but she's an attractive Asian woman. And she, supposedly that Elon was trying to hit that too, and that Tiffany confided in Ashley, and Ashley sabotaged Elon's dong going in Tiffany Fong.
Dong going in the Fong.
Dong going in the Fong, that's what he wanted.
You are a pimp on a blimp. Yeah, how many women do you think that Elon sleeps with on a week-to-week basis? And then do you think when he's done, you think he just throws like a stack of money at him and is like, don't ever talk to me again?
You know, people think that having random casual sex is fun, and it is, but it can also be like bad for your soul, though.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
There is a little bit.
But he's Elon Musk.
Well, actually, George, my producer, said if you're gay, but no, George, I would say that the gay people.
We could ask Jorge. We could have, but
we could ask Jorge. I mean, we're just never gonna.
Sorry to bring it back down to.
So Elon Musk is just look at Jorge.
God damn it, Jorge.
Like, as if we can't ask him if he's a top or bottom. I mean, give me a break. This is 2025. He should be proud.
No shame.
But this guy's just blasting chicks left and...
See, it's gay. It's really gay.
Jorge, you're there, Jorge.
See.
Oh, Jorge, thank you so much for joining us. Thank God, we're trying to get you back to the country. I'm sorry for those things I just said about you. So, Jorge, can you tell us, how big is Joe Exotic's meat wagon?
Okay, sorry, he's actually coming on. That was Brandon, but now the real one's coming on.
Wait, what?
Why does every time he's about to come on, I say something inappropriate?
So Joe Exotic's literally messaging me, explaining that we're just
love
a
Joe
comedy
Exotic.
show. We love Joe
I think
Exotic.
Jorge-
Every episode of Tiger.
All right,
King.
George,
I
let me
watched
know
every
when he's
episode
ready.
like 5 times. I'm never going to financially recover from this. That's my favorite part.
This show's wild. I love it.
This show is wild, and Jorge's about to get on. We've been talking to this Jorge. This is a big deal. Joe Exotic, during the pandemic, he was the #1 viewed show, subject, Halloween costume. Everybody was vibing with the Tiger King. And now, this is how I honestly feel. I feel that he deserves a pardon, even if he was convicted of a violent crime, which I think technically he was, but I don't think he has a violent history. My point is, in the Constitution, it says no cruel and unusual punishment. There is no punishment more cruel than when you finally make it. You've worked at a zoo your whole life, you've made content, you become the #1 show. You're the Seinfeld of your era. I mean, you're literally the top watched program on every media platform. Everybody's talking about you, and yet you're behind bars, and there's nothing more cruel and unusual about that. And yet you could say, oh, well, he did his...
Nothing more cruel and unusual about
Well,
that?
there's more, there is maybe something more cruel, like child molestation or something, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying it is a cruel and unusual thing, because you don't even give the guy a chance to make something better of himself. And I think the whole point of the criminal justice system is to create people, or I guess, make a system where they don't want to recommit that crime.
Yeah.
And I would argue that I think if Joe got out right now, if he got out 2 years ago and he's popular, the likelihood of him going to jail for the same crime is almost 0%.
You'd like to think that's the case.
I'd like to think that. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe he gets out of jail and he's a millionaire, he gets on coke and he kills people. I don't know. But I would like to think, personally, that he would not go to jail for the same crime, more than likely.
If Donald Trump was to pardon Joe Exotic,
yes,
that would probably be the most like American thing possibly ever.
It would be the most patriotic thing since the tank top or since the wet t-shirt.
The mullet,
contest.
which
The
I
mullet.
think Joe Exotic has both of them right now.
And Joe Exotic's put on a lot of illegal wet t-shirt contests too, so it's kind of a triple-double situation. So we want to free Joe. We also want to free Jorge from his country, Mexico. They don't even have water there. You know, if you drink the water in Mexico, you can die.
Yeah, I did know that actually. I've never had the water in Mexico.
You have to go to you have to go to a special place to get it purified, because you get Montezuma's revenge, and then you get so much diarrhea that you become dehydrated and you actually die from
Like
dehydration.
eating at an Indian street market or something. You just don't do it.
Well, some of those feet recipes look kind of good, but that's just me. I'm weird. Oregon Trail, you're a gamer. Oregon Trail, is that not the greatest computer game of all time?
Well, I appreciate the hard pivot right there, Alex.
Yeah, but
That's good. Is it the greatest computer game of
because
all
the
time?
reason why I'm talking about Oregon Trail, so I'm talking about dying of vomiting and dysentery. Yeah,
yeah.
so it was kind of dysentery and then gaming. And if I love gaming, not really, but I liked that game a lot,
yeah.
Oregon Trail.
Well, in 1988, it was the preeminent PC game, but I think it's been surpassed since then.
You're telling me that's still not the #1 game downloaded?
No, it's not. Not right now. No.
Jimmy, fact check that. I don't believe Oregon Trail is the #1 video game for a computer of all time. Ask Rock.
I'm asking right now.
There's no way there's a more popular computer game than Oregon. Is there like a Kansas Trail or something? I don't know. Is there
Kansas Trail? No. Oregon Trail was the one and only game in that series.
The one where you can where you hunt? There's a game bigger than that where you can hunt? Are there other games where you can hunt?
You can play. There's a game called Fortnite now where you can hunt everybody at one time. It's crazy. I know. I'm sorry to break that to you.
Well, please, Craig, we have our very special guest. Is he with us? Joe Exotic's husband. He was just unlawfully, unfairly deported from the greatest country of all time, the US of A. Jorge, welcome to Prime Time with Alex Stein, Sr.
Bienvenidos a Prime Time, Jorge.
Bienvenidos, muchas gracias por tenerme en su programa.
Jorge, can you explain to us,
Hey,
Jorge, how can we get you back to America? What do we need to do to bring you back to Los Americanos?
¿Cómo podemos ayudarte a venir a América otra vez?
pues mira, yo tenía mi deportación era el 17 de mayo. A mí no me permitieron tener corte, mentira. Tenía mi fecha el 17, la corte, me llevaron a ICE.
ICE, I understood
Ahí
that.
me dijeron que me iban a llevar a Blue Bunny, que iba a tener una corte el día lunes.
Did you?
Cuando llego a Blue Bunny, me suben y me dicen que yo no tengo derecho a abogado, que no tengo derecho a nada. ¿Cómo no tengo derecho si yo traigo mi abogado? Se llama Francisco Hernández y mi fecha de corte es el día lunes.
So ICE brought him to court and told him to leave.
What about Sergio Abrego Garcia? Did they at least give him a court date? Did Jorge get a court date, or was he removed like Sergio with no court date?
¿Tienes una fecha en qué es la palabra para court? Corte.
Pues a mí yo tenía fecha de corte para el día lunes, antes de mi deportación, pero el Blue Bunny me dijeron que yo no tenía derechos, me subieron a puros reempujones, a puchones, me dañaron las manos donde venía todo esposado, me deportaron y yo no firmé deportación, me tiraron nada más así, violaron mis derechos.
They took away his rights and deported him without a proper court date.
So it is like Sergio Abrego Garcia.
Sí.
Why was he suspected to be deported? Why did they go after him?
¿Por qué estás deportando? ¿Estás legal o ilegal?
Yo estoy casado con Joe de Chori, ¿me entiendes? Yo tenía una corte porque iba a hablar con la jueza.
He can say he's married to Joe, so he's legal.
Ask him, how did he?
Si me daba un asilo.
Ask him, does Joe speak Spanish?
Algo, ¿me entiendes? Pero no, ICE me deportó, no me dio ningún derecho de nada.
Joe Exotic habla español?
Little.
How did they fall in love? Can you, Jimmy,
¿Cómo conociste
how did
a
you guys
Joe?
connect?
¿Cómo enamoraron a Joe Exotic?
En prisión.
No, I know, but was he a fan of the TV show, The Tiger King, before?
¿Viste Tiger King
did he know
en
he was a
Netflix?
celebrity?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? So did that make you like him? How did the other inmates treat Joe because he's a celebrity? Were there other inmates that were trying to date him, or did he have to compete against other inmates for Joe's attention?
Hay otras personas en el cárcel que quiere enamorar con Joe.
¿Cómo?
Hay otras personas que le gusta a Joe Exotic en el cárcel.
No.
Oh, so solo te. Okay, está bien. So no, that's what he said.
¿Me entiendes?
Oh,
Nos
lo
respetamos
siento.
unos al otro.
¿Cómo conociste a Joe Exotic?
Well, here, I asked this one. Maybe you can answer this.
¿Joe Exótico tenía muchos hombres intentando salir con él?
No.
What?
Did he have a lot? Hold on.
¿Joe Exótico tenía muchos hombres intentando salir con él?
I asked, did Joe Exotic have a lot of men trying to date him?
Pero muchas veces todas las parejas que ha tenido que o querían con él, nomás lo seguían por dinero.
All right, I don't know what that
No,
means.
he said that they were trying to get money out of Joe.
Oh, money. Okay, how's Joe's health?
¿Cómo está la salud de Joe?
La salud de Joe está muy mal porque no tiene, yo estuve en la misma prisión, no hay atención médica como debe de ser, él necesita transfusión de sangre, se mancha de todo su cuerpo, le salen manchas donde no lo atienden bien, no necesita atención médica, él necesita como transfusión de sangre.
So his health is doing bad. He needs a blood transfusion.
Oh my gosh. See, that's what's so sad. And Joe's sick. Like, he deserves to get pardoned just
He's
because
royalty. He's the Tiger King. What are you doing?
Okay, I want to ask him, what do you think Donald Trump did with Jeffrey Epstein?
¿Qué crees que hizo Donald Trump con Jeffrey Epstein?
What?
¿Qué crees que hizo Donald Trump con Jeffrey Epstein?
Ay, no entiendo ahí.
What does that mean, Jimmy?
No, no sabes Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh,
Is he a fan of Donald Trump?
Yeah, are you mad?
¿Te gusta Donald Trump o no le gusta?
Yo le dejé un mensaje a Donald Trump.
¿Estás enojado con Donald Trump?
No.
You're not mad at Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Which I just asked him if he's not mad, so he's not mad. Well, then who's he mad at? Are you mad at Tom
¿Estás
Homan?
enojado con alguien en los Estados Unidos?
¿Estás enojado con Tom Homan?
No, con nadie. Lo único que le pido perdón por llegar legalmente al país. Le pido perdón a Donald Trump y le pido que le dé perdón a mi esposo Joe Exotic porque es una persona inocente, una persona que ayuda a la gente incapacitada, a la gente que no tiene hogares.
He said he's not mad at anyone but he should be legally let back in, and he will.
¿Es Joe Exótico un buen besador?
Is Joe a good kisser?
Sí.
Ooh.
Ah.
Ooh, let's see.
Me besaba bien rico, me ama, lo extraño.
Can you ask him if he
¿Joe
consummated the
Exótico
marriage?
es una buena amante?
Es el hombre más hermoso que he conocido en toda mi vida. Es súper good, súper bueno.
Oh, super bueno! I know what that means! Damn, Joe! We're so happy, Jorge. Okay, well, Jorge, how can we help you? I mean, this is kind of hard to do this interview because there is a language barrier, but we want to help you and Joe. How can we help Jorge?
So, queremos ayudarte a usted y Joe Exotic. ¿Cómo podemos hacerlo?
¿Cómo podemos ayudarle a
Yo lo que
usted y a Joe?
necesito es hacer llegar el mensaje a Donald Trump, decirle que se toque el corazón, que si ya perdonó 2 personas que tenían más que el crimen más alto, que no pueda perdonar a mi esposo que es inocente. Aparte, mi esposo apoya a mucha gente, es una persona buena, cuida a los animales, ayuda a la gente incapacitada, a los niños con cáncer. Y aparte, él está...
What does that mean, Jim?
So, they said Joe Exotic is a great person and he has cancer and he needs to be pardoned.
Yes.
Y una más pregunta. Carol Baskin mata a su esposo, ¿sí o no?
Ay, no sé.
Okay, no say. He doesn't know if Carol Baskin killed her husband.
No, I don't think she did. And then I put...
Estoy luchando para ayudar a que las latinas con grandes traseros se queden en el país también.
No soy homosexual, me soy love Latinas, but me soy love you, Jorge, no homosexual.
Oye, yo apoyo a la bandera gay porque ellos también me están apoyando.
No clue what that means.
Well, Jorge, how can people... Okay, hold on. See, crap, last thing. Oh my gosh, I just lost my thing. How can people find you and support you, Jimmy? Tell them, ask them.
¿Cómo podemos... ¿Estás en social media? ¿Instagram?
Estoy por Zoom.
¿Cómo pueden las personas encontrarte y apoyarte?
Por Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok.
TikTok, I heard that.
TikTok, I heard that one. All right, you get off TikTok, and thank you, Jorge. Stay strong.
Muchas gracias.
Yo tengo las cuentas de mi esposo. Yo cuento con las cuentas de mi esposo. Yo también manejo las cuentas de mi esposo y la mía. Este mensaje, yo pues que no puedo ver el video porque no sé, pero tenía fotos para enseñar.
So he said the video wasn't working.
Okay, hold on. Show this last question.
¿Yo es activo o pasivo?
Pasivo.
Ah, pasivo. Gracias, Jorge.
Gracias, Jorge. We love you. We love you, Jorge. Hold on, how do I say this? We love you, Jorge. Hold on.
Te amo mucho.
Te amamos, Jorge.
Te amo, Jorge. No homo.
I love you forever.
I love you forever.
Joe Exotic, free.
Free Joe Exotic. Yes, we all agree.
Free Joe Exotic, Tyler King.
Tiger King! Yes, all right. We love you, Jorge. Stay in contact, Jorge, and we're friends. We want to help you out. Like I said, please do not hesitate to reach out. Anything we can do, we want to send it straight to the top, to Laura Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Alex Brusewitz. We want to get it to Eagle Ed Martin. We can get it to Trump's people. We just need yours, kind of tell us what to send them. All right.
Enviamos mensajes a ayudarte.
Okay.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias, se los agradezco de corazón. Gracias
Muchas
por
gracias.
apoyarme.
Hablamos
Y
pronto.
espero que llegue el mensaje al Donald Trump, que le dé el perdón a mi esposo porque es inocente.
Mucho gusto.
Adiós.
Se lo pido de todo corazón y que Diosito lindo lo siga bendiciendo a Donald Trump y que se toque el corazón y perdone a mi esposo.
La biblioteca del taco.
He says he's praying for you and his husband.
Please, and pray for my cat Sky Bear, and please pray for my cat Pumpkin. Both of them are fighting cat type 2 diabetes. Thank you, Jorge. All right, now let's get back to what we were talking about.
I'm sorry. No, can we? I appreciate what's happening on the show right now.
You should. This show's incredible. We
Yes.
just had the Tiger King's husband on, and we just translated, and we found out that Tiger King's a bottom, that nobody's found that out. This is investigative journalism. Hey, James O'Keefe, suck it! I don't give a damn how many hidden cameras you have. You don't know that Joe Exotic is taking it right in his keister. But guess what? We discovered that where? On a blimp, not Project Veritas. So yeah, you should appreciate that. That was some major journalism.
Thank you for letting me share that with you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. That was wonderful.
You're very welcome. What do we do after you do something good? Hit the vape. Oh, yeah, we need a little, every time I hit that vape, we need a little bit of EDM to kind of.
Oh, wow. It is like a club in here.
It is. We're not allowed to be smoking. It's a health code violation.
Oh.
Shit, wrong part.
Whoa.
I had to put special speakers in here so the SPL level.
Jorge! Party Joe Exotic!
Party Joe Exotic!
You still with us?
This is the kind of show we do.
Give it up for journalism, everybody.
Give it up for Joe Exotic. Free Joe Exotic. Free Joe Exotic. Let him out.
Joe Exotic.
Free Joe Exotic. Hey, 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 free Joe Exotic. Let him out of jail right now, Donald Trump. Let him out of fucking jail right now. Let him out. Let him out of jail. I'm not gonna quit yelling till he's out of jail. My back hurts. My back hurts. My back hurts from yelling, Jimmy. Is Jorge still here?
Yep, he's
There
still
he
there.
is.
Thank God, Jorge. I was worried if you left us, I was going to be nervous. Ooh, Jorge, we couldn't get you on now. We can't get you to leave. It's a good problem to have. Love it. That's what Mexicans do, right? That's a border joke. That's not a mean joke. You guys come over here, can't get you to leave. But that's a joke, an unnecessary joke. You're welcome here. You're welcome in Texas. Tejas means friends.
That's okay.
Jorge's funny like Joe. Oh, that's it.
The chat is going crazy, by the way. They love the. We got a full
Jorge
song
está cómico
here.
como Joe Exotic.
Hicimos mucha
Eres
mímica.
divertida y humores como yo.
Y somos
Eres
iguales. Nos
divertida y
amamos.
humores como yo.
You're like Joe. He's like Joe. Okay, well, tell.
Yeah.
Jorge, what did you do for work besides crime?
Jorge, ¿en qué trabajabas además de delinquir?
Yo pongo pestañas, uñas acrílicas y vendía platillos de comida.
He does makeup and
domicilio.
nails. I'm not kidding.
Oh,
Just make up
wow.
the nails.
We
Wow.
need you to do hair and makeup on our show.
Estilista.
¿Necesitamos que hagas el peinado y el maquillaje en nuestro programa?
Ok. Y ando rubia ya, ¿eh?
Ask him what he thinks about the Elon Musk Donald
Yeah,
Trump
okay,
blow up.
yeah.
Tenemos muchos invitados masculinos y necesitan un toque masculino.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
¿Qué
Ask me-
opinas de que Ashley
Mi
Strickler tenga el bebé de Elon en su vagina?
Ah, no, eso no puedo opinar.
He
Is he
said
going to pick up
no.
the switch too?
No opinion.
¿Te gusta Elon?
¿Quién?
Elon Musk. ¿Sabes? ¿Conoces Elon Musk?
What about?
No, a mí el que me encanta es Tyler King. No.
¿Qué pasa con Salma Hayek? ¿Qué pasa con Salma Hayek?
What's he think of AOC?
No.
AOC. That's what I want to know.
Have you ever slept?
This is hardcore journalism
¿Te
here.
gusta Ricky Martin?
Ricky Martin, las músicas.
Sí.
Does he like Ricky Martin? ¿Te gusta Ricky Martin?
No, me
¿Conoces
gustan
a
las
alguien
músicas
en
de Ricky Martin.
MS-13? ¿Conoces a
No.
alguien en MS-13?
No, a ninguno.
Wait, why is Mexican food better than American? Hold on. Let's see what he says this. I said better, yeah, sorry. Crap, I can't even type. This is a great
¿Por qué
episode.
la comida mexicana es mejor que la americana?
Ay, no sé, es muy rica la mexicana. Más sabrosita, más grasosita.
It's very rich
No
Mexican
sé.
food. But he
Es
doesn't
super
know.
good.
It's super good.
It is super good. He knows that for sure.
Okay, I want to ask you, does Joe have a lot of food in
¿Joe
jail?
tiene mucha comida en la cárcel?
Yeah.
He does?
Hey, when was the last time he spoke to Joe?
Yeah, okay. When was the...
¿Cuál es
Él
la
tiene,
última
compra
vez?
su comisario, lo único que no tiene es buena atención médica.
He wants good medical attention. He needs
Yeah,
medical.
he needs a medical...
¿Cuándo fue la última vez que viste a Joe en persona? ¿Cuándo fue la última
Sí,
vez
de
que
mayo.
viste a Joe en
In
persona?
May.
May, damn, so you
15,
missed... Damn.
15 de mayo.
Oh, wow. 5th of May. Quince is 15th. He may be dead.
Estoy seguro que lo extrañas. Eso es horrible.
Lo extraño mucho, 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 mucho. Muchísimo.
Eres muy guapa.
Thank you.
See if he wants to go out.
Mi after.
Do you lift weights?
Hey, wait. Is that a picture? When did he have that picture taken with him and Joe Exotic? Because Joe Exotic's been in jail for a while.
They were in jail.
¿Levantas pesas? ¿Cuánto press de banca haces?
Hago rutina, nomás puras puchas y piernas. Una hora de ejercicio.
He just does a lot of leg work.
I bet. Yeah.
¿Mande?
Ahora es this. Okay, now I'm gonna ask him. Jimmy, ask him.
¿Tú y Joe tienen
Do you
intercambio de
and Joe
parejas o
swing
son
or are you guys
monógamos?
monogamous?
¿Tú y yo tienen
No,
intercambio?
nomás yo-
I think he said no.
Okay, good. They're not monogamous? Oh,
Yeah, he keeps his heart to Joe, and that's it.
you love him and he loves you. And Donald Trump will set him free and let you back to America. And you can have all the sex
Jorge.
you want this month. Because it's Pride Month.
Bueno, lo amas y él te ama, y Donald Trump lo liberará y te dejará regresar a Estados Unidos y podrás tener todo el sexo que quieras este mes porque es el mes del orgullo.
Gracias, gracias. Primeramente Dios, así sea. Ay, sí, ya quiero que lo liberen. Yo me estoy volviendo loco de que siento que le va a pasar algo a él, que el cáncer se le desarrolle más rápido.
¿Cuál es la versión mexicana de la palabra N?
Oh, hold on.
¿Cuál es la versión mexicana de la palabra N?
What's the Mexican version of the N-word?
¿N?
Yes.
No entiendo.
What does no entiendo mean?
Means
¿Cómo
he
se
doesn't
dice
know.
la palabra N en español?
N.
Oh! Is that going to get us kicked out? Okay, that's good. We love you, Jorge.
Es como N-O, es no.
I hope we can help reunite you with Joe. Okay, all right, here, let's see.
Te amamos, Jorge. Espero que podamos ayudarte a reunirte con Joe.
Ay, ojalá sí. Primeramente Dios.
Good for Joe. Good for Jorge and good for Joe. They clearly love each other. It's good. Uh-oh. All right. I like to, once again, screw James O'Keefe with what we're getting out of this.
Oh my gosh.
Mi productor es gay y quiere besarte en los labios mientras acaricia tu cabello y tus nalgas. ¿Estás de acuerdo con esto?
Sí.
Sí.
Amo a mi esposo.
Muy B1.
All right, Jorge, that's enough. Now my producer's going to have gay sex with you. So thank you, Jorge. We love you, Jorge. Free Joe Exotic. Everybody go follow Jorge on Instagram as well. Yes, sí.
Síganme en TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything.
Facebook. Say Facebook again.
Facebook?
Facebook. It's so good. I say big booty Latina. Mexicans, you have the most beautiful language. I just wish I could speak Spanish. You're very beautiful, muy guapo, Jorge.
Gracias.
Muy bien. Is that how you end a conversation in Spanish, Jimmy?
You say adios.
Adios, amigos. Hasta luego.
Tiger King.
Tiger King. Wow. I'm at a loss for
You look
words.
like you're exhausted. You look like you just had Tiger King sex right now.
Yeah, I know. Tiger King sex is different because we know that he's a good lover and he's passive. He's a bottom. I mean, once again, we go back to our journalistic integrity, and I think that we have the most integrity when it comes to journalism of any journalist in the world, I mean, for that matter. But when it comes to integrity, I would say Elon Musk, I don't know if he has the integrity that he says he does. But listen, actually, I want to be fair. what are Trump and Elon beefing about? This big, beautiful bill. And I think that Elon is right that there's a lot of bloat and pork in this bill. But when it comes to politics, the idea that there's two sides is an illusion, because really in reality it's a uniparty, that all these people are basically, on the same team against us. And so I guess it's just par for the course that they're going to add these bills, and then they're going to have to go retroactively and try to cut some of these, which seems like the most redundant and stupidest way to operate, but whatever. My point is, I think Elon Musk is right on saying that this is bloated, but for him to just totally blow up their whole relationship because of this, I feel like there's much more to the story than just the big, beautiful bill. So what do you think, Craig?
I think that when you are so tied to somebody for such a extended amount of time.
Real quick, extended amount of time, since they became good friends when Trump was assassinated,
Yes.
and that was almost assassinated, roughly when was that?
It was June 2024.
June. Okay, yeah. So yeah, about a year ago, they've been tight for this past year. So
And they were, tied to the hip, not just tight, but tied to the hip.
he was the de facto vice president. They were
You
calling.
don't just show up at the Oval Office and hang out, like that. So, but I think what you see here, it's very simple. You have two very large ego men, right? You have the president of the United States, extreme power. You got one of the richest men in the world, extreme power, with they're big egos. And
Is that what you think this is, Craig? Is it a power struggle?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But even if you're Elon, and this is what I would think. I think Elon, I know he's a billionaire. He might think he's more powerful than Donald Trump. And even if you think you're more powerful than Donald Trump is the sitting president. So I would feel like they would be better to kind of, even if you think you're more important, to take the number 2 role and be submissive to Donald Trump. Even if you have this big billionaire ego mindset. You know what I mean? Like Mark Cuban was always trying to go after Trump. Why do they feel like they have to be better than Donald Trump, I guess is my point. Why does Elon Musk feel like he has the best Donald Trump? Why can't he just be number 2, and then when Donald Trump is not president anymore, then Elon Musk can be number 1?
You think Elon Musk is going to be president of the United States?
I think he's going to try to do something or have a position that's similar to the power level of president.
Man, that'd be interesting. Oh, he needs to lead the bureaucrats, because that's who really runs everything, right?
Yeah, the unelected bureaucrats. You're right. I mean, I don't know. Elon, is a reality? Can he be president? No, because he's not born in this country. But could something change and make it illegal? I don't know. With legislation and the way things change, you just never know what could happen. And Barack Obama is a gay Muslim, and they let him be president. He wasn't even born here. So I don't know if that matters where you're born. But I want to pull up full screen number 1. This is the original tweet where Elon is saying that Donald Trump will not release Epstein files because he's in the Epstein files. But I hate to break it to Elon, we already knew that Trump was in the Epstein files. We knew that he was on the Lolita Express and that he flew it allegedly, from the story that we hear, without Jeffrey Epstein. And according to the Trump camp, the story is that Donald Trump was friends with the guy because the guy was a powerful person that was friends with lots of billionaires. But when Trump found out that he was doing nefarious things with children, that he immediately 86'd him from Mar-a-Lago, and he didn't let him be a member of his club anymore. And so that story sounds very black and white and very good. And Donald Trump is, obviously did the right thing by 86ing a pedophile from his club. But I guess what people are getting mad at, what relationship conspired before Epstein was kicked out of the club, and what is Donald Trump hiding, if anything? So, Craig, what do you think? Is Donald Trump not releasing the Epstein files because his name is in it a few times?
I'm sorry, I need to back up real quick, because I was really having a hard time figuring out what you meant by 86. I just don't understand the vernacular that you're throwing out.
That's good. That's a James Comey reference, and you're tall like James Comey.
I didn't quite understand it. But to answer, look, I think everybody's on the Epstein list. Literally everybody. You can go to the left, right, and everywhere in between, and you're going to find people who are on the list. Whether they did anything or not, honestly, it doesn't even matter. If they're on the list, it is what it is. Because
you're guilty by association.
1,000%. 1,000. Elon Musk probably on the list, for God's sakes. Who knows?
Yeah.
But if what you're saying is true, and what Trump is saying is true about if they found out that as soon as they found out that Epstein was doing bad things, they got him out, which I believe that's what 86
That's
is.
the story that they tell us. Is that
that's a good thing. But as we all know, there's the story that's sold here, there's a story that's here, then there's the truth in between. Right.
Craig, you're a smart guy, so you understand this probably better than most people, but full screen number 3, this is a shock. He actually tweeted that he's calling for the impeachment of Donald Trump. Now,
wait, what?
Yes, this is actually a real tweet. I know it's hard to see on the monitor because it's kind of far away, but yes, that he's actually calling for the impeachment. This seems like a step too far. So there's something really serious. It's not just the big, beautiful bill if you're calling for his impeachment. When y'all were just best friends not a month ago.
3 days ago, he was in the Oval Office. Then over here smiling and jerking each other off. And
tweeting about how he's so happy with his role as Doge and it's coming to an end and it's all positive.
How do you go from hanging out in the Oval Office and 3 days later being like, well, I guess it's time to impeach him? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. How do things go so bad so quickly? Did he sleep with his trans kid? Maybe that's
Oh my gosh, could you imagine? And that's why Elon got radicalized, because he has a weird trans kid that constantly roasts Elon and makes fun of Elon and says, did you hear this, because you're a gaming person, that Elon has a proxy player on his game, Warhammer or whatever it is? What game does he play?
the game he plays is Path of Exile, I believe.
Path of Exile, yes. And he has a proxy gamer that is gaming. And they caught that because his player was gaming while he was at a thing.
It goes back to ego, man. It goes like, how do you run, what, 4 multi-billion-dollar companies, send rockets to space, do the boring company, and still get to the max level in your video game? That's impossible, right? That's a full-time job times 3 by itself. So yes, naturally you're going to have somebody play. And look what I did.
Wait, time out. You said naturally outsourcing video games. I thought the whole point. And I get like
No. I'm saying in his case that naturally he would do that. Because once again, it comes back to, look at this great thing that I did. I did this in Path of Exile. I did this great thing.
And he can say that and know that even though he didn't earn it, he can see. You think that he can act? See, I would, and I'm not like some super moral guy, and I mean, I think I have morals, but I'm saying, if I had a video game and I was, let's play a video game I did, NFL Madden or something.
Or Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail, exactly. I won. I'm the best Oregon Trail player ever, but some other guy played it and they gave me the trophy. I would not want the trophy. I would be like, this feels dirty.
Well, Elon Musk is, he is a high-level player, to be clear, but he's not like the
Doesn't that almost make it worse that you're a high-level player and you're going to cheat when you're actually good at something? Like, why not just, and he doesn't have the time to hone his skills, but why have a proxy player play for you? It just ruins the whole integrity of the game for the other players as well.
I don't think there's many billionaires that have a whole lot of integrity.
Yeah,
I'm just going to throw it out there, you know, like, especially when you're look, I think Elon Musk has done some really great things, right? But I think he's probably also a piece of shit, most likely. I think most people that are in that political sphere, or at least that bracket of taxes, probably have done some really bad things. But once again, what do you take, the good and the bad, you know, with things?
And that's a good point, because even Donald Trump's not perfect, Elon Musk is not perfect. So like, we kind of hold people to an unfair standard sometimes. But this is a standard that I am going to hold him to. Elon Musk unfollowed Charlie Kirk. Now, I think this is a little ridiculous. Charlie Kirk was instrumental in helping Trump win. He does great work with Turning Point USA, obviously, and I'm very loyal to Charlie because Charlie's helped me out a lot. The fact that Elon Musk would go after Charlie Kirk, that seems like a real crash out.
Is he going after him by unfollowing?
Yes, that is sending a message. I know it seems like it's not a big deal, but when you're at that level and you follow those people and people monitor who you follow, by unfollowing somebody is sending a message saying, fuck you.
I'll tell you, from my perspective on all this, it's going to be so amazing to watch the, like, straight up, people are going to get whiplash from the way they're reacting to this, specifically like in the video game world, right? The video game world is Looney Tunes, and they have hated Elon Musk up when they were told to hate him, right? And now they're going to be like, oh my gosh, Elon Musk, he's against Trump or whatever, and it's going to flip back and forth, and all these people are going to be praising him. You know, like I said, the same people who were firebombing the cars.
Oh, your friend Martin O'Donnell's in the chat.
Marty,
shout out Martin. We like Martin. Martin's a good guy. Thank you, Martin, for being in the chat.
Marty's going to be running for Congress.
No, Marty, running for Congress. Come on the show. We will help your campaign any way possible. I know he's a busy guy, but please, when you're on the campaign trail doing a bunch of interviews, please consider coming on. Okay, Craig, we only have a few more minutes, but I want to get to Trump's response. And we didn't get to talk about DSP. We didn't even get into you. We were talking to you. You got to come back. You're in the Metroplex.
Yeah, I'll come back anytime.
Okay, real quick though. Unfollows Charlie Kirk. Elon calls Trump a liar. Now, let's get into Trump's response. Let's go full screen 8. Trump calls Elon crazy. Crazy is, I mean, isn't that kind of a lazy word to call somebody crazy? I mean, Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars and nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. Now, this is also my problem with Elon Musk, is that Tesla is valued as the most powerful and highest evaluated car company in the world. Yet they only make electric vehicles that go like 400 miles, and Ford makes diesel trucks that are on every single construction site in America. So it doesn't make sense that Tesla would have a higher evaluation than Ford Motor Company, a company that's been in business for over 100 years, you know, or whatever, however long they've been in business. So it just doesn't make sense. So I think he's pumped up by the government, and now we're having a faction of billionaires versus Elon. But I would say that Donald Trump usually comes with the hammer, right? I don't know if this is that kind of, you know, what am I trying to think about? What is a counterattack? I don't know if that's a good counterstrike from Donald Trump, not the Counter-Strike that I expected.
No, and not the Counter-Strike that Elon doesn't play. That's a video game reference.
Yeah, we know.
Sorry. My whole thing with this, what is the next 48 hours? What's the next week? What's the next month look like? What's the next 4 years look like now that the person who, look, Elon did a lot to get Trump elected.
He helped.
And now apparently they're mortal enemies, right? So how long before the nukes are dropped and we all die?
Nukes are fake, actually. I wouldn't get into that in another episode.
Okay.
But real quick, SOT number 2, though, and I'm happy that we're getting into the conspiracy stuff before the show ends. Now, I don't know, Craig, how familiar you are with the occult or you are with the Illuminati, but in the Illuminati, they do things called humiliation rituals. And oftentimes, through how you get in the Illuminati is they make you do something, sexual with a child, or with, you're straight, but they make you do something gay. Or not make you, but they film you doing something gay so they have leverage on Hart. Kevin Hart, exactly. Or they say all the gay guys they put in dresses, yada, yada, yada. So in this humiliation ritual, there's famous people like the Pope had a black eye, George Bush had a black eye, and oftentimes they get these black eyes when these people are going through weird trials and tribulations, and oftentimes they never have a really good reason why they have it.
Just to be clear, you're saying black eye.
Yeah, not black guy, black eye.
I wasn't quite sure.
So let's play full screen, or SOT number 2, or let's play this clip.
Remember, he was here for a long time. You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval Desk. And even with the black eye, I said, do you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup. But he said, no, I don't think so, which is interesting and very nice. He wants to be who he is, so you could make that statement too, I guess. Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore.
So you see this picture? This is what is called the Black Eye Club. So now in his humiliation ritual, Elon Musk is either at the end of it. I don't know the timeline of why you get the eye, but usually you get it when they give you a bunch of, this is allegedly speculation, when they give you a bunch of power and it doesn't go the way you wanted, like George Bush or other famous people. Bono's had a black eye. I mean, there's an endless amount of celebrities that have had this black eye. And like I said, it's conveniently enough, it's oftentimes when they're going through some sort of, a public scandal. So do you think that Elon Musk, wouldn't he be a good candidate for the Illuminati? Am I that crazy for thinking that?
Wouldn't Elon Musk just buy the Illuminati if he was?
No, that's why the Illuminati, they're so rich, they're bigger than that. Like the Illuminati is, when you and I think of rich, we think like Elon's rich because he has $42 billion. But when you think about the Illuminati, you got to think about like the Saudi family. Like they have trillions of dollars. You know what I mean? Their wealth is in the T. So the Illuminati, the Rothschilds, we're talking about like the
Saudis and the Illuminati?
Yeah, the Saudis, they're in their own kind of faction. Oh, yeah, the Saudis, all the Jews, the Christians, the Chinese, they're all kind of part of it, and they all have different things, and there's a power struggle.
You're giving me so much to go down the
rabbit hole, yes, we are, and we're going to go down the rabbit hole on another episode. But before we go, real quick, actually, so I think Elon's participating in a humiliation ritual, and something bad is probably going to happen between Elon and Trump, but I don't think it's going to be a nuclear war, but it is going to be something bad.
They're fake.
A false flag attack or something like that. But Jimmy, were you just saying something in my ear? Remember to rip. Oh yeah, we forgot. I meant to do it the lighter. We just want to say, Elon, you are officially, even though it's Pride Month, you're gay and dead to us. You'll never be straight. I don't care how many babies you put in Ashley St. Clair's womb. You will always be a gay, fake, homosexual to me. All right, now, we got it.
Who's a real homosexual?
Who?
Jorge.
Jorge was a real homosexual.
Right.
And he was the top, so he's a badass. He's a badass. Okay, real quick before we go, we didn't bring this up. You had a legendary podcast with Dark Side Phil. Now, we only have about 2 minutes left in the show. Dark Side Phil, real quick, legendary streamer. You had him on. You kind of accidentally trolled him. Can you give us kind of the latest DSP and Stuttering Craig relationship? What is the latest on you guys? Because you did have the legendary conflict, and you went on his show about 6 months ago. So right now, where do you stand with the legend Dark Side Phil?
Well, right now, our relationship is where Jorge and Joe Exotics is. It's there's definitely a line of demarcation between
schism.
the two. We're in a little schism right now. We can't connect, and that's okay. you know, the olive branch is out there. No, fuck that. I hate Phil.
No! We love Phil. Okay,
No,
Craig,
just kidding.
Craig, I just want to tell you this. Phil, if you want me to cut the brakes to Craig's car, I will do it. I will do anything for you, Dark Side Phil. You are a commander. You are a lord.
I don't hate Phil. I need to be clear. I don't hate Phil. I honestly hope he does fine. Because he's going to do exactly what he does. He's going to outlive all of us. He's going to outlive you. He's going to outlive
all of it.
He's the best. He's
going to get $200 in Super Chats to eat KFC on stream. Like, oh my gosh, give me a break. But everybody needs to go follow Dark Side Phil, and they need to go watch the episode of Side Scrollers with Craig, and they need to go watch the episode of Craig on Dark Side Phil's podcast, where Dark Side Phil gets so mad that he actually ejects Craig from that clip. So it's great. So Craig, before we go, how can people find you and support you?
Well, you can find me every single day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time right here on YouTube. If you can open up a new tab and go to Side Scrollers Podcast, find us over there, and come join the common sense side of the entertainment and video game space. We talk games, but we mostly just hang out and kick each other in the balls for about 2 hours.
No, you guys have a great channel, a great audience. Everybody needs to go over there. I've been on Side Scrollers. I've had the opportunity to go on there, so they have great conversations. And oftentimes, it's kind of nice because we didn't talk much about your brother. You have a brother, 5 times August, a great musician. But it's kind of nice because your channel, we're talking about, your brother's a little more outspoken politically. It's kind of nice. You kind of just talk about pop culture, so you don't ever put yourself in a position to really get canceled too much.
Well, no, listen, if you say crazy things like men are men or women are women,
yeah, you can.
In the video
you
game
have been canceled a little bit, right?
You can only be canceled if you care to be canceled, and I don't give a shit about being canceled. So how's that sound?
Hey, last thing, Joe Exotic just said he's in the Fort Worth prison, and we can fill out a press request. They're starting to approve press.
Okay, do it right now, and we will get to the Fort Worth prison.
Yeah, and he said thanks for everything, and he loves us.
We love Jorge. We want to help you guys out. Sorry for the miscommunication earlier. Joe, if you're watching this, they got mad because we asked him to count. We weren't trying to test whether he could count. We were trying to match the words to the video so there's not a delay. So that wasn't rude. Whoever his handler was seemed like that was some sort of rude thing. We were just asking him to make sure that the continuity was right with the camera and the audio. All right, guys, we end the show the same way every time. Oh, okay, guys, before we go, who do we have on the show next week? We got Lauren Boebert, Nancy Mace. Who else?
That's mostly it.
That's it. Lauren Boebert.
I'll come back on.
Yeah, you come on in. And I think we got Congressman Burleson coming on, too. So I think we got 3 congressmen.
That's like in a month.
Okay, whatever. We got a bunch of congress. Shut up, Jimmy. We got
Joe Exotic asked for a shout-out from Craig. He's a fan of yours.
Oh, he loves you, Craig.
Hey, Joe. Let's go.
And you're going to have him on your podcast?
Sure, I'd love to have Joe Exotic on our podcast. You kidding me? Let's go.
Side Scrollers, thousands of live viewers every Monday through Friday. You can go watch it on the Side Scrollers YouTube page. All right, guys, that's been our show. It's been a great week of shows. We've missed you, Morgan, in the chat. Happy to have Morgan back. Happy to have Scott Sarboard, all the chat rats. Thank you, Marty, for being in the chat. Free Joe Exotic, Brendan in the chat. And I will be at Austin, Texas, the Vulcan, at 10 p.m. tomorrow night for Sam Hyde's $1 Million Stream premiere, $1 Million Stream 2 premiere. MDE never dies. We love Sam Hyde. All right, guys, let's end the show the same way every time. That freestyle finale. Yo, mother trucker, let me grab my vape. Jorge's butthole's not gonna gape, cause Jorge's the top. But he doesn't like a cop, cause they throw him in jail and they don't give him bail. Then they kick his ass out of the country. That ain't sweet. Like some honey on Joe Exotic's nice nipples. I'm gonna touch it, gonna feel the ripples when I squeeze on those juicy nipples. All right, guys. I love you guys. Peace.